Hi guys, it's Math with Mrs. Collier again, and today we're going to be subtracting mixed numbers. Very, very similar to adding mixed numbers, except we're subtracting. So let's kind of review the steps of what we did last week, except instead of using the word add, we're going to use the word subtract. So step one, again, you're moving your denominator over, making sure they're the same. They are in this case, so we're going to move it over. And then step two was to subtract the numerators. So I have a 4 and a 1. Now this might be a helpful tip for you because you're eventually going to work on a worksheet that's going to have both adding and subtracting. So to help you remember, you might want to circle or highlight the sign to help you remember what you're doing at the time. Do that at the very, very beginning. So I'm back to step two, subtracting my numerators. 4 minus 1 is 3. And then moving to step 3, where we are subtracting our whole numbers. And that is 5 minus 1 equals 4. And then be sure again to check your fraction to make sure it can't be simplified any lower. In this case, it can't. There's no other number that goes into 3 and 8 to make the fraction smaller. But you always want to make sure you check because that's super, super important. Okay, so let's try one more problem. Erase this one here. Even though subtracting and adding are the same exact steps, it can be a little bit confusing with subtraction sometimes. Okay, so again, circle your sign so it reminds you what it is you have to do. Step one, move over your denominator. So you do that now. Second, okay, you should have moved over just the number 7. Remember, we don't add or subtract our denominators. Step 2, now we go to our numerators. 5 minus 3. That should be pretty easy. 2. Okay, step 3, we're subtracting whole numbers. So we have 3 minus 2, and that is 1. And we're double checking to make sure our fraction can't be simplified. And in this case, it can't. Okay, so the final answer is 1 and 2/7. So pretty simple, very similar to last week's lesson with adding mixed numbers, except now we are subtracting. So you're going to do a couple practice problems today, do some more practice problems tomorrow, and we're going to start to review because we're almost done the chapter. So look out for that at the end of the week. So I hope you guys are doing well and you're learning at home well. If you have any questions, have mom or dad email us, and we will see you soon.